Things you will learn in a Power Yoga Instructor Certification Program. Power Yoga involves movements performed when standing or sitting that connect the usage of physical movement, breath work, pranayama and meditation. It is capable of effectively balancing the values of yoga that began in India centuries ago and the demand in North America for physical exercise. Classes usually take place in a room with a constant temperature of 105 degrees F or 40.6 degrees C. Successful completion of a Power Yoga Instructor Certification Program is required for a person to become an instructor. During the past 10 years, Power Yoga's popularity has increased dramatically. As a result of this, a large number of gyms all over the world have started to provide this class for their members. Yoga has many different variations. There is no doubt that it is one of the most popular forms of exercise worldwide. Because of the large demand for yoga classes, there is also the demand for instructors who are qualified to teach these classes. Here are several of the standard things that are commonly found in most yoga instructor training programs. It takes only one semester to finish the majority of programs currently available to teach people to become instructors of Power Yoga. Most of these programs are made up of roughly 60 hours of instruction. There are some schools that require a mandatory amount of contact time with students that can be as much as 180 hours. Non-contact training in a classroom without any students can be as much as 20 hours. It is advisable for all students to find out the exact amount of hours that an instructor program requires before they register. People who work Monday through Friday will still be able to earn their certification as a Power Yoga instructor. This is because the majority of classes take place during the weekend. Students will study the following topics in the majority of Power Yoga instructor classes: how to become an inspiring teacher. The effective teaching of Power Yoga to others is not your only goal. You should try to inspire all people in your classes to seriously follow yoga principles. You want them to use yoga's fundamental principles every day of their life. If they do this, their family and friends may become interested in the practice of yoga. An instructor of Power Yoga is more than someone who teaches the performing of yoga positions. An instructor is a public speaker who needs to have superior communication skills when speaking to his or her class. For a yoga instructor, communication is just as important as yoga knowledge. Important qualities of a yoga instructor. In order for a person to earn his or her certification as a Power Yoga instructor, there are various important elements that need to be mastered. The instructor must demonstrate a clear understanding of the principles of demonstration, observation, assisting, correcting and instruction. One of the biggest parts of an instructor's job is to demonstrate to students the correct ways to perform different yoga poses. In some cases, students will have difficulty performing certain poses in the correct way. When this happens, the instructor will need to work with these people until they can perform each yoga pose the right way, unless they have a physical problem that prevents them from doing it. Instructors of Power Yoga need to be patient when it comes to working with students. It may require many sessions with some students until they can perform the poses correctly. Things you will learn in a Power Yoga Instructor Certification Program. Power Yoga involves movements performed when standing or sitting that connect the usage of physical movement, breath work, pranayama and meditation. It is capable of effectively balancing the values of yoga that began in India centuries ago and the demand in North America for physical exercise.